Hey everyone, Becky Lander here, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. Welcome back to day 2 of the Modern Direct Seller Challenge. I'm so happy you're here with us today because today we're diving into active selling or asking for a sale. So we're going to get into all the details about what's working right now when it comes to active selling and how to really make sure that you're focused most on those money-making activities that are truly going to help you grow your business. So before we get started, a couple of quick housekeeping things. If you are just finding yourself watching this video, maybe it was shared with you by somebody on your team, make sure that you are eligible for prizes. So head right over to moderndirectseller.com/challenge. You'll receive the daily video emailed to your inbox, as well as enter you to win all the prizes that we're giving away, including an entire year in the Modern Direct Seller Academy for one lucky winner that completes the challenge. Now, if you're just jumping in, make sure to go back and watch yesterday's day 1 video. You're not too late. You can definitely spend some time catching up on yesterday's training and still be eligible for some fun prizes. We'll be announcing those later on today. It's not too late to invite your biz besties. So if you have someone that you think would love participating in this challenge, everything is way more fun with friends. So feel free to click the share button, send it directly over to someone that you think would love it and benefit from it. And lastly, there's still time to upgrade your challenge experience with an all access pass. Now, the all access pass is going to unlock access to all the replays that you can go back and check out at any time, as well as a 12-page workbook that is jam-packed with message examples and templates and training that you can follow along and carry with you all through the fall season. You're also going to get access to our daily office hours. Now, our office hours today are happening at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. You get to come hang out with me, ask any questions that pop up from today's training, or anything that you have going on in your business. We're here to answer all of those. So let's get into it. I love this topic of active selling so much. It's a topic that comes up so often because in the world of direct sales, you're probably wearing all the hats. You're kind of doing all the things, and there's so much that we feel like we need to be doing in our business. But the reality is, we have to focus on those things that are going to make us money in our business. And if we're talking about money-making activity, it is in the active selling space. And the way that I would kind of delineate the difference between active selling and more passive selling is that when you are actively selling, you are talking directly to a lead or a customer and asking for a sale. So that might happen in a group selling situation like a party or an event, or that might be happening individually one-on-one in more of a social selling space. Passive selling is going to be making a post on social media, wearing your branded ball cap as you're out and about. It's going to be kind of putting information out there, but not directly talking one-to-one. So that's another way to kind of differentiate active versus passive. Active is typically one-to-one conversations. Passive is oftentimes one-to-many. So when we think about a social media post or an email that we send out or a blog post that we write, right? Oftentimes those things are going to be one, you being one, to many, to a bunch of other people. I think oftentimes this is where we get a little bit confused in this space where we think social selling might just be putting a post out there and sharing some new product that dropped, which is great, but here's the reality. Somebody's gonna have to, one, see that post, and we only know a small fraction of people are seeing any kind of content you're putting out on social media. Two, they're probably gonna have to click on your post, like read it and click on it. They're gonna have to find the link to buy the product that you are sharing, and they're gonna have to go and place the order. That is a lot of steps happening there. And oftentimes that's not going to get you that sale. It's gonna create visibility around that product, but it's gonna take you reaching out, connecting with that lead or that follower one-on-one and having an actual conversation where you're presenting your product as a solution and then supporting them through that buying process. And I think that's the beauty of this business, is that we get to do that. We get to serve people on a one-to-one basis and really help them pick out the products that are going to make the biggest difference in their lives. So that's not a step that we want to skip. It's great when sales just magically come flying out of thin air and land in our inbox. Like, we all love that. But the reality is, until you have tens of thousands of followers, you probably are going to be having a lot of one-on-one conversations and actually asking for the sale. So before we get to the sale, I want to back things up just a tiny bit and talk about some of those baby steps, I like to call it. Baby steps of things that are going to work you up to getting into a point that you can actually make that ask for a sale. So depending upon your product, depending upon your business model, there's a number of different baby steps that you might be asking. So one might be sending out a sample, right? Raise your hands in the comments if you love to send samples out, right? The beauty of sending a sample is that you have a reason to follow up. Hey, did you get a chance to try that sample? Let me know what you think, right? Then it's, oh, you loved it? Great. Let's go ahead and place an order for you, right? So samples is a great way. If you have a catalog, that's also a great excuse to say, hey, I know you've kind of been checking out what we've been offering. Would you like to take a peek at our catalog? Or maybe you're doing an event. An event is always a great reason to connect with people. Whether you're doing a vendor event, you're doing an in-home event, you're doing an online event, you're doing something to kind of build some buzz and excitement around maybe a seasonal drop or a new product. Being able to invite people to something to learn more is a great baby step when we're taking it from maybe just a lead or somebody that has kind of been casually following us into an actual customer. So saying, hey, I have an event on Thursday. Would you like to come check it out? Or can I send you an invite for that? Those are all great baby steps to move that conversation along, because that's really your goal. Is you have followers, you want to connect with them, you want to find some kind of mutually beneficial conversation, say, hey, I got something cool, you want to come check it out, and then move into the ask for the sale, right? We want to be asking people for the sale after we've already built that relationship. It makes it so much more natural. It takes the sleazy, scuzzy, icky part of sales away because you've already been in conversation with them. So the natural next step is to say, hey, can I get that ordered for you? All right, so now that we've established some baby steps to move things into asking for a sale, let's get to actually asking for a sale. So let's see what counts when it comes to active selling, because people ask me that all the time. Like, does this count? Does that count? Right? So let's see what counts. It's sending a message to a new or repeat customer saying, can I get that ordered for you? Would you like me to snag that item for you? I'm putting in an order. Can I get that for you? Are you ready to grab it today? Right? So anything that's going to create some urgency, some excitement, actually asking. So that's going to be a one-on-one conversation. That's going to be a bit more in your social selling space. Right? We also have group selling. I mentioned that before. A home party, an online party, a party in a post, a scroll and shop, a mystery party, a Zoom party. All the different kinds of parties you can think of are typically a group selling activity. You might also have an in-person group selling activity. So that could be a vendor event or even you popping up at a certain location sharing your products. I love some active selling that is on the go. So this could be a drop and shop where you're bundling up product, you're dropping it off somewhere, you're coming to pick it up later. Another option would be a personal shopping appointment. People love to get your advice, your expertise, and help you really customize what their order is. So personal shopping, another great way to set up an appointment with someone and really, really deliver super high value there. Then there's some other things too that we mix in. When we think about the virtual space, right? A live sale. Many of you are doing live sales, Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, where you're selling live. It might be a bulk order where you're putting in a bulk order. Hey, on Friday, I'm putting in an order for all of my local customers. Then we're going to do a porch pickup. It might be a reorder. It might be saying, hey, it looks like you've run out of that, especially if you have a consumable product. Reorders are incredible. Or it could be an upsell related to a product that they previously purchased. Hey, I know you got started with this. Now I know you're going to love that, right? So that's all part of the conversation. And then also many of you will have subscription boxes or auto shipments. All of that is going to be part of active selling. Hey, can I get you set up with that? Can I make sure you never run out of that again? Can I make sure that you're getting what you need this month and you get it on the regular on autopilot so you don't have to think about it? So those are all active selling strategies. Now, depending upon your strengths, yesterday we talked a little bit about what your direct sales superpower is, right? There might be some of those active selling strategies that you really, really love. And there might also be some of those active selling strategies that you're like, I've tried it and it's not my jam. And I think that's the beauty of running a business here in fall 2024 is that you have some options, right? You get to decide how you like to sell. You can do things your way. Sure, there's some best practices, there are some recommendations that I'm sure your company is providing to you, but you also kind of get to pick your path and decide, all right, I really love social selling. I want to do more of that. Or in-person is my jam. I love getting out there and connecting with people at networking events and following up. Or maybe for you, you love that opportunity to show up live on camera and sell on camera. So that's really kind of the beauty of this business is that there are so many different ways that you can be successful. You get to pick and choose how you like to run your business. So that is your homework for today, is to think about what those baby steps are for you when you're having conversations leading up to a sale, and then what active selling strategies you like to have in your toolkit. So when you get out there and you're thinking, I got to get my ABCs done today, you know what active selling strategies that you can pick from in order to work towards making a sale that day. So homework today is to think about that, right? What active selling strategies do you love? What baby steps do you have available to you? And of course, I want to challenge you to complete your ABCs for the day. So that's one active selling strategy, building relationships, which we're going to dive into more tomorrow, and creating some piece of content. So ABC, check it off, get it done. Comment below this video to let me know that you got it done today. If you have the workbook, one of our All Access Pass holders, do a snapshot of that page out of the workbook to let us know that you got it done, and you'll be eligible for today's prizes. Now, all of our All Access Pass holders, I will see you at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. I cannot wait to dive into active selling strategies and really dive a bit deeper on what's working right now for you in your business. We can do more of that. All right, my friends, I hope you have a great day today. I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3 of the challenge. All right, take care. Bye, everyone.